the fuck is up, YouTube? We back with another video. It's your boy Chef Shark, and today we're gonna be discussing something a little different. Today we're gonna be talking about Little Uzi Vert. Now we all know that after around like 4 years, I think Little Uzi Vert has not dropped any really new albums. Yes, he dropped Pluto and X Baby Pluto, and he dropped the Red and White tape, but none of them are really gonna compare. Are really gonna compare to what he says he's gonna release, and that would be, he would be dropping Pink Tape, right? So this is why Lil Uzi Vert will not be dropping. So one of the main reasons Uzi won't drop right now is mainly just because it's March right now. March is a really awkward time to drop, and yeah, so you might want to drop in the summer when there's going to be more hype and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So if he drops in the summer, he's going to get more money, more hype, more streams, and it would make a lot more sense for Uzi to drop then than to drop in March, where it's just kind of random. There's going to be a lot of conspiracies around, why would he drop on March? And March is just kind of an awkward time. Plus, he would have to be competing with other rappers like 21 and Schoolboy Q and like all these guys who've been dropping, Kevin Gates, all these people who'll be dropping. Uzi has to compete with them, and so it would make a lot more sense for Uzi to do that than to do something like what would I say? Than to do something like March. It would make a lot more sense for him to drop over the summer than in March. And yeah, another reason would be because we all know one of Uzi's best friends is the famous rapper Playboi Carti, and Playboi Carti, we all know that he's gonna drop soon, and there are a lot of speculations over what Playboi Carti is gonna drop, how Playboi Carti is gonna drop, when Playboi Carti is gonna drop and stuff, and over all the jail time concerns and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure Uzi wants to wait for all that stuff to die down so he can drop it around when Playboi Carti drops it, or a little after, so it can chart for a lot of hype to be built up, and a lot of people who are gonna be like really excited that Playboi Carti is dropping. One of the other main reasons is just because Uzi wants to drop the finishing touches on the Pink Tape, which is what he confirmed on Twitter and what Rap TV has been going around and saying. Now, it would make a lot of sense for Uzi to do this, as as his albums have not had as much success, and they've been criticized a lot more. Like the Eternal I Take is a great album. I think it's like really well made, but a lot of people said it could have had better vocals, could have had better instrumentals, and could have just been overall a better album, which I don't necessarily disagree with, but I do think it's a little more harsh to say that. However, it might make a lot more sense for somebody like Uzi, who wants to protect his reputation, to be saying, oh, I want to drop later rather than I want to drop right now. Another thing it would also make sense for is the copyright claims, all of that to die down, because there was one of his songs back in 2019, Free Uzi, that was actually taken down because it had an uncleared sample, G Herbo's Gangway, and it got taken down from Apple Music Tidal. And Uzi, he wants to be making as much money as possible. He wants to have all these streaming services streaming his music, him to get as much clout, as much fame possible, which it makes sense, as Uzi is a pretty quality rapper, one of the biggest actually to be dropping. So that's actually a really smart decision that Uzi is making, and yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense, and I do think that that is the right decision to make. Another thing that he might want to do is that he just might not want to release music. He might be trying to take a break, trying to do something like that. So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Uzi won't be dropping right now. But I think one of the other reasons Uzi isn't dropping, it's mainly second to this reason. And I think Uzi is entirely within his rights to not feel like dropping. He just dropped a ton of music. And I think, if Uzi doesn't want to drop this, then I think it's fine. Right? So yeah. But basically, one of the other real reasons that Uzi isn't dropping is because of all the hype he's been putting out for the past 2 or 3 months. So we all know that Uzi just came out with a banger, Just Wanna Rock. He pulled up, he dropped, he delivered, he did all of that shit, bro. Like, I can't tell you how good this song is. This song is crazy at parties and stuff. And I think that's one of the reasons Uzi is here. I think he's really just living his life. He's with Kai Cenat, he did that stream. He was with Aiden, he did that stream. He's basically just living. And I think that was, that's really cool. And I think now that Uzi's back to making music, it's really good for the, the rap atmosphere. And, it basically adds a lot more, fans and more people each day that Uzi drops. But one of the main reasons he isn't dropping is because of what he's put out. He just put out Just Wanna Rock. That was huge. More than a few 30, 40 million streams. Sorry, not 30, 40 million streams. 300, 400 million streams. He did some crazy stuff. And I think that's, one of the reasons why Uzi is such a versatile rapper. Why he's such, a good rapper is all just cause of this. It's cause he's dropping, Just Wanna Rock. He did the Rolling Loud performance, which is what I was gonna get to, and the Rolling Loud performance was crazy. He did so good at that. He dropped, one of the most hype performances I have ever seen, and I think that is why Uzi isn't dropping. He's waiting for the hype to build up. He's waiting for his name to come back up, and I think that is an amazing strategy that Uzi is doing. And I think that that's why Uzi isn't really dropping, is because he's waiting for that hype to die down so that he can make even more hype. And, I think that's actually a really good strategy to, allow, the Rolling Loud performance, the Just Wanna Rock performance, and all of that to die down. And yeah, my last reason, and another, pretty important reason is the Satanism controversy. Uzi has been, attributed to Satanism and stuff like that, and he said he's not a Satanist. I believe him, but his lyrics basically say otherwise, and many people are trying to boycott Uzi, and I think it's the best for his brand to wait it out, and I think that's exactly what Uzi is doing. He's waiting up the Satan rumors, and it's a pretty good plan. I don't really care that much about Satanism stuff. I think it's not really gonna have an effect if people do boycott him, but I think he's gonna get a bunch of less viewers because people just might simply choose not to listen to him and choose not to do any of that stuff. So yeah, I think that's a decent strategy for the controversy. That's about it. I think that those are the main reasons why Uzi isn't really gonna drop Pink Tape. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, follow my friend Unquiet Brush. He edits my videos and he does a really good job. We ain't from 63rd, fuck all that shit. We don't mess with none of them ops and all that shit. So yeah, let's get it, cuz.
6'9", that boy rap, flexing hard, don't know how to act. Know you getting money.